Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So I am getting into the finishing details of my van. If you are new here, my name is Brenna and I've been living full-time in my self-converted Toyota HiAce camper van for 4.5 years. I have just changed over vans. I built this one out myself and I'm just going to put in on the finishing touches, the bit I call the decorating almost. Yeah, just a few, all the little bits and pieces that I've got to get going. So I'm going to show you today. I think this video is going to span a couple of days. I'm not going to get it all done in one day. So what I'm up to now is I'm going to put the rope trim up. Let me show you. So I have this blue rope trim and I'm going to use my hot glue gun to glue this along the edges here and all the way around. So it just is purely for decoration. It just neatens up the edges and makes it look nice. I've used blue because the overall theme in my van, I would say, is blue and it will blend in nicely. So let's get this done. I want to get this wall finished today. There's a few things I want to get done on this wall because this is the one I look at the most because my bed looks at that. So I'm getting sick of looking at it. I want to get it finished. I'm also going to get the lights hung up and also want to put some hooks up to dry my art and also just to display my art. I can have a little mini art gallery and I can change it over whenever I want. All right, I'll try my best to film this. It's very challenging. The van is so small. I have nowhere to put the camera to shoot the shots, but I'm going to do my best to show you how I'm doing it. I do have my hot glue gun. I'm just going to plug it in now and get it heated up. So I have already cut the rope to size. I've measured it and I've just moved the fridge out of the way. I'm going to start down here and just go all the way around the edge and down the back of those drawers. Okay, it's hot. Let's have a go. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh, it's actually sticking to the wood, which is quite nice. Just go like this. Get this started. Try not to burn my fingers would be good. There we go. Let's just get that first bit on good. And then I'll keep going. I'm quite generous with the glue because I want it to hold and I don't worry about a bit that's sticking out. It's really hard, other words, to get it all in. Okay, we're going good. I'm going to get going. All right, that's done. That was actually pretty easy and my brain's ticking over now about what to do with the gap, but let me quickly show you how easy that goes on. So here we go, up the side, all the way across, and it does go all the way down. I'm not sure if you can see down there. What was I going to say? It looks so much better already. Let me show you. See, it looks so nice. It's like a finishing touch. So the thought I am having is, I've mentioned in my last video, well, not the last one, the one before that, I'm not sure what to do about the gap. So let me show you the gap because some people had some suggestions. I'm going to show you how big it is. So there's the gap. It is 2 to 3 centimeters. And it's not just that there's a gap, but it's also that it's flexible. So I don't know if you can see, it goes up and down. And that's because of the big struts in the ceiling. So I've had a few ideas, but now that I've done that rope trim and I realize how thick it is, I'm thinking about gluing together a couple of strands of the rope trim and then gluing that up. I think I've got plenty of this, so I might give that a go now. let's try it. Wasn't on the agenda, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to measure it out, and then, yeah, I'm just going to give it a go. Got nothing to lose except for a bit of rope, and it's very inexpensive. All right, here we go. It has already dried. I did too much. All right, got to do it in smaller sections, I'm guessing. It's drying very fast on the rope. Small section glue. All right, that's how it's going to go. That sticks really well though to the glue, to the rope. It does stick really well. I'm going to go this way, I think. Oh, now it's hanging off the end. I don't know. Are you watching this, yelling at the screen, telling me how to do it? Oh dear. This is why I like being on my own. No one's telling me what to do. I can do what I want. Can you even see? Oh yeah. I can do what I want. So yeah, we work it out as we go along. So definitely it's working now, definitely in smaller sections. It keeps getting hooked on here. I have some art mats. Let me put this down. Stop that getting hooked. There we go. As you can see, these are my painting mats covered in paint. All right. I think I'm going to run out of glue sticks before I run out of rope. I have got another packet here, but I don't know. We definitely need some more, I think, to do the other side. I'm going to turn you off here and pick you up when I've finished, okay? We'll see you soon. All right, I've glued the two together and I've just held it up and it's not wide enough. It will need a third strand. So I'm going to put a third strand on. This is only a short bit to see if it fits. So I'll put the third strand on and then we'll see. I'll see if I can show you close up under there. Here we go. Can you see? Yeah, all right. So if I put this up, it's really hard to show you. Yeah, so it does need a bit more. Needs a bit more. So I've cut the next length and I'll just seal the ends with a lighter, with a flame. So that stops the ends from fraying. Now I've lost the other bit that I glued together. Here it is. I'll tell you what, when you live in a small space, it's easy to lose stuff. I lose stuff all the time. All right, I'll glue this together and then get back to you, all right? All right, it's all done. Just gonna give it a second to harden up. I made this one up a bit short, so I don't think it'll matter too much. It'll be hidden under there. So yeah, that's what we've got. It actually feels quite solid, quite good. It's got all these bits on it, but yeah, it actually feels quite good when it hardens up. It doesn't feel too bad. So let's have a look. All right, let's see if you can see. We will try it out. Let's have a look. What do we think? Well, it will fit. It will fit. The challenge with this is it's going to need to be glued on both edges. It's going to need to be glued on both edges. So I think I need to glue it to the wall first. If I glue it to the wall first, and then I can glue it up like that. I'm going to try it. One of my philosophies, the best thing about the way I build up my van is I try it I live with it. If I don't like it, I can change it. It's not, that's Abby. Where you going? It doesn't matter. So anyway, I think Abby though wants some attention. She's going to want her dinner soon. But yeah, I might get that glued up and then I'll come back to you. I got it up. Let me show you. There we go. So it definitely takes care of the bend there. And I'll just leave it up. It's a bit funky, some of the glue sticking through, but look, I'm going to live with it for a bit and see how it goes. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting the hooks up for the lights. So I just have these Lucy Light string lights. That's my lights that I use, and there can be USB charged or solar charged. There is a main road right there. The quietest time to film is on the weekends, but I can't wait till that. So I'm just putting these hooks up. So last time in the last van, I ran the lights all the way around the back and they fell short. So they would end around here and then I didn't have much light over my fridge. So this time I'm going to run the lights around just behind the hatch. And I've got some hooks in there. So I'm just putting the hooks in now to run them along here. I haven't got the hooks in this side yet. I'll wait till I get the rope trim or whatever on here, but for now I can finish this side off and yeah, put the hooks in. So I'm using a plier and basically just screwing them in. These are the hooks from the other van I pulled out. It is just a little hook with a screw that's focusing. Yeah, just a little hook with a screw. So I'm just screwing it with a plier straight into the plywood. Let's see if I can video this for you. It's actually quite challenging, but let's see how we go. Now, if I make faces here, I apologize. That's my concentrating face maybe. All right, we're trying to get, I think we're in line pretty well with this screw, so I don't want to run into that when it's got the cover on. All right. Takes a lot of force and pushing up is not easy. Hanging that rope up there was really challenging because I had to hold my arms up for so long and they're already tired. But I really want to get these things done. I really am sick of living in a half-finished van. So, all right, that's that one. I'm going to do one more on this side. Am I going to do one more on this side? No, because I haven't got the rope up yet. So I'll just run the lights across. All right, let's see how they go. They're just up here with clips at the moment. Let's unclip. Here we go. Oh, it's just coming behind you. Excuse me. All right. So now we can run, it'll run, if I move this clip down here, that's where it's going to run from. Yeah, and it'll run over there. So you just hook them on and then I can hook them off. And there's one right behind you. Excellent. So we can see now it'll run, this will run smooth up there, but it will run along. And let's see how far along here it will go. Let's have a look. All right, that's done. I'm getting tired, I won't lie. It's been a big day, had a really big work morning, but it feels good to be getting this stuff up. It really does. So let me show you. It goes here and I hooked it around and I think that will give me more light over the fridge and goes all the way around and then I will get that end done. So we will see tonight if this works. Again, I can always change it. It's so easy to change. And I can see, I don't think this is going to get in my way because I don't spend that much time down that end of the van. All right, we are getting our jobs done. Next is I have to screw these baskets in. So these baskets that sit up there, they're everywhere now. They haven't been screwed in yet, so I'm going to screw them in. And just a note on those. So I'm not planning on those being there permanently. Abby's going to bark. I'm not planning on those being there permanently. I told you. You just have to wait. But I hang on, let me get her. Oh, no, she's eating. I'm going to be the first to admit I have too many art supplies. That is a problem that I have. Mostly paper and sketchbooks. I am a real book person. I've always had lots of stationery. I've always had lots of books. And then when I discovered sketchbooks and watercolor paper, I bought a lot. So I have way too much. And so basically these baskets are kind of like my overflow almost. They don't fit in the drawers. So as I use up my art supplies, I am not buying any more. I will probably be able to get rid of these baskets. But for now, they're going to sit up there. So I'm going to screw them down so I don't have to move them up and down every time I drive. So obviously before I screw them down, I have to empty them. So let's empty the big one first. Let's just dump that on the bed. Easy peasy. These baskets have been screwed down before, and so I will just whack it there. And I've already dug out, I dug out the wrong screws. I have the wrong screws. Let me find the right ones. This is my tool basket, and I just want, we'll make it so you can see, these ones. I just want the little ones. All right, back into the mess. So I just have a couple of little screws I'm just going to put in just to hold them in place. My trusty drill. That one's a bit loose. That's better. Oh, sorry about that, I knocked you over. All right, the next, let me fill that up first. Let me put everything back in there. Abby is demanding to go for a walk and a poo, so I'm going to have to take a break and go and take her. I'll be back. All right, I just popped her in her bed because I really want to get this finished and it's so close. And then I can pack up and get my dinner. All right, next one is the small basket. Just empty it out. Again, this one already has holes. It was already used. What happened was I had these baskets screwed up here, but then I added the fourth drawer. So I took them off for that and I just didn't screw them back in because I wanted to get out. All right, let's get this in. Okay, last one. Now this one actually has never been screwed down. It used to sit on top of my paint cupboard. Let's flip this. So this used to sit on top of the paint cupboard, but I'm going to screw it down for now. Let me see if I can get in there. It has a thin wood bottom. I'm not sure this is going to screw down or if it's going to split. And it's a bit of a distance. It's got a lip. It's going to need a bigger screw. Luckily, I have the bigger screws. So yeah, I'm going to need a slightly bigger screw because of that lip. And let's see if we can do this. I'm not sure. Didn't split the wood at all, so excellent. I have one more to put in, which is just this little tub, which I'm just going to sit here just for a little thing. Actually, I can get 2 tubs in. Let me get another tub. I've got another tub in the front seat. So I'm just going to put these here. I'll flip that around. Yeah, just like at the moment I've got some sponges in there, but I'm just going to keep them there for now. And yeah, see. I do envision long term having this full of just little small containers with just little stuff like this. That's harder to store. But anyway, let's screw these in. Can you see me? I'm not very good at this. Let's screw these in. These aren't very big, so I think 1 screw each will be sufficient. One. Two. There we go. Done. All right, there is one more thing on today's list, and that is to put up some hooks, which is basically just screws for my artwork. So I have these clips that I'm planning on using this is mostly to get my artwork to dry. So I'm going to dig out some of my artwork that I'm working on, and mostly this because I need to know how big I need to dry. So we'll get a couple of these up. 1, 2, 3, you're a big one, and maybe, all right, yeah, we'll put up one of those 4. So let's see how many I can get up there, shall we? Let's have a look. I think the trick is to put the first screw in and then move it along. So I'm going to use these screws again because they have a big head that will catch the clip. I think it will anyway. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think it'll work. All right, let's screw in here. I'll turn you around. Yes, 3. I definitely could go 4. Yeah. Get 4 on. Oops, you're going to fall off. Yep. We'll get the 4th one. Excellent. This is my first attempt at collage. I'm like, just give it a go. So it's not finished, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. So there we go. I now have 4 spots to dry my paperwork. And I think if I've got, if I'm working on canvas board, it's just gonna have to lean up there. But oh, look at that. I'm so excited because today's jobs are done. It looks so different now. I've got this side finished. I still have to replace this countertop, but I have to go into a bigger city for that, and I won't be going there for about 5 more days. But then I will get the new countertop and put that on. That will be really easy. I'm going to get Bunnings to cut it for me, and I can sand it myself. I have sandpaper, put the vinyl tiles on, and then we'll have that. But oh, it looks so good. I'm so happy. Oh, it feels so much better. It doesn't look like I'm living in a construction zone anymore. Oh, look. It makes me so happy. It really does. Oh, so nice, because that's what I look at all day practically. So, oh, it's so nice that I can have my art up. And it's good because I usually work on multiple pieces at once, and this way I can see them and I know what I want to do. So, oh, it's great. Oh, it feels really good. I'm really glad I got something done. I've been so busy. Life has been crazy. I'm still at the caravan park. I'm here for another 5 days, and I really wanted to get as much done as possible in those 5 days. Everything except for the countertop. But all right, I'm going to leave you here. I'm not sure if this is the end of the video or not. or if I'm going to pick you up again when I do this. Hopefully tomorrow I do this side. This side just needs rope trim and hooks for the lights. That's all that needs to be done on this side, and then this side is finished. So let's try and get that done tomorrow, shall we? And I can pick you up for that. I still got to do a bit up there, but anyway. All right, bye for now. I'm not going to say it's over. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Hello everybody. I just talked for like 5 minutes and the camera wasn't on. Anyone else that does YouTube, I know you have the same thing. You think you've hit record and you haven't, and you have to do it again. Okay, take 2. Oh, I laugh when I see other YouTubers say they do it, and it is funny. So maybe the second time will be better. All right, let's have a look. So I left you yesterday with having finished the rope trim, and I do want to show you what it looks like now. I do have all my current artwork that I'm working on hanging up, and I'll show you. So this is what it looks like now. And I took a video clip last night of the light, so you can see how well it's working now to have light over the fridge. That was a success. I'm really happy with how that's gone. Also, it was so nice to wake up this morning and to see this looking like this. It looks like a home now. It doesn't just look like a van to me. It looks like a home, and this looks like my little art studio, which makes me very happy, because anyone that's been here for a while, I've been talking about getting an art studio. I used to talk about it on Patreon, and you know what, now I feel like I have an art studio, and so I don't think I have to rent anywhere, which would keep me tied to a place. I feel like I've got a little art studio, and I can't wait to get painting, but first of all I have other things to finish. So I did last night manage to get the rope trim all the way on this side and down the back, and so I still have to do the gap, this gap under here, and I want to do the gap over here. So that's still to go with the rope, and I did think I was going to run out of glue sticks, but a big thank you to KJ, who is a viewer and also a lady staying at the caravan park here. She's given me some glue sticks, so thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. I should be able to get this project finished before I have to leave here in a couple of days. We do have a heat wave coming. So before I get to finishing the rope, I have a priority, and that is to get some more layers on my hatch cover. I have put the air conditioner on. It is getting warm. That is my living in the bubble cover, window cover for the back. I haven't put one on the side. There doesn't seem to be too much heat coming in here. There's a lot of the sun is hitting the back window at the moment. And just to show you, in case you're new here, this is where my air conditioner blows in, and I do have it sitting, I don't think you can see it. It is sitting just out there, and there's Abby. So she's not too hot. It's just that working in the van, it's getting a bit hot at the moment with the sun on it. So let's get this window cover sorted, and before I do anything else. I did cut a few extra pieces before I left my friend Faye's house, so that I could do at least 3 thicknesses, which I think I'll be able to do. I did anticipate that one wasn't going to be enough, just from history of the sun hitting things. So I'm just going to use this one, I think, as a template. Excuse the noise. Has a big noise. I'm just going to use this as a template and cut out another 2 layers, and then we will work out how we're going to stick it together. Maybe hot glue gun, maybe PVC glue. That might work. We'll see. All right, we had a slight interruption. You know you're on an angle. First of all, my sister called, and sorry about the lights flickering in the back. My sister called, and so while I was talking to her, I cut out the other couple of pieces, and now we have to glue them together. And then also Abby got off the lead. There she is. So she had got herself wrapped around a post while she was outside, and then she just wriggles herself out of the harness. All right, so that's just, you know, the excitement never ends when you live in a van. All right, let's work out how we're going to glue these together. What suggestions do you have? I wish I could do this live and you could give me suggestions, which I guess I could, but all right. What were my thoughts? My thoughts were hot glue gun, I have PVC glue. Let's try the PVC glue. I feel that might work, and I've got a lot of it. All right, don't go away. It's in the drawer. Yeah, you stay there. Here, look, you talk to the people. You talk to them while I look for it in the drawer. I'm back. All right, so this is just Kmart PVC glue. Very inexpensive, but this might work. I got some clips. I can clip it together. Another clip would be good. I'll just take one of the pieces of artwork off, and then I can use that. We can clip 4 sides. All right, we'll just try and glue these 2 first. I'm not sure how well I cut this. I can always trim it later. All right, let's get you so you can see what I'm doing. Now I just have to wait for that to dry to see if it's successful. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to get on with the rope trim. I'm going to work on that on my own, and then I'll come back to you. I just stuck my easel here. It's a tabletop easel to hold it down while it dries. Hello everybody. Well, it's a new day. I got a lot done yesterday, so let me show you. I managed to get the fill done in here, and it took 5 bits of rope. So I spent a lot of time gluing, and then I got it up. It is glued just to the wood and just tucked in under there. There's a bit of a lip. So I'm quite happy with that. It looks much better, and so that's really good. And the window cover, the hatch cover, was a fail. Some of you may know this. Some of you may have been screaming down the at the phone or television, whatever you're watching on, saying that PVC glue is not going to work, Brenna. Yeah, it didn't work, and that's not the first time I've tried it. I tried it once before at Faye's house, and it didn't work, and I forgot. So it doesn't work. That the silver thermaliner is not porous. There's nothing for the glue to stick to. So I have just cleaned that all off today, and I have got some really good double-sided tape, which I think I will try and use. But for now, I want to finish this video up because I want to get it edited and posted. And then the next video, I will just pick up where I'm going on everything I have to do. I want to share with you one thing that I finally worked out. So I have been staring at this for, it must be almost a month now, thinking, that looks like there's something missing. It looks like there's something missing. And when I close the door, there's a gap. Can you see the gap? There's a gap. There's always a gap. I can see daylight through there. And I kept thinking that the door wasn't closing properly. And last night, I'm like, I think there's supposed to be a rubber seal that goes on this lip. So I Googled it, and yes, there's a rubber seal that should go on that lip, which will seal it off. So I did last night order one online, and I'll be able to pick it up in a couple of weeks at Faye's house. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but so yeah, solve that problem. But $130 for a rubber seal. So yeah, it's really weird that it's not there, and I just never noticed it when I first looked at the van. So I don't know if it's something you pay attention to, but in the future I will, you know. Wheels falling off, rubber seals missing, gearbox is gone, transmission's gone. You learn as you go. All right, I'm going to leave you here. Look, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And again, I will get this edited and get this up, and then I will just make another video with everything else I still have to do. That will be the next one. All right, take care everyone. See you later. Bye.